think it's phenomenal. And I love the way you have it set up. I think you have a brand that is unique and just something that is really something I think a lot more people need to take note of, because your show is phenomenal. It really, truly is.
So I hope this is helpful, but I thought it was fantastic, man. Like literally, like I said in the chat, I took notes on like, dude, I need to have like an intro. I need to have, like I'm taking notes on how I can level up my show. So
Nice.
as an interviewee, super fun interviewer, awesome, because like, especially I have ADHD, so sometimes I forget what I'm saying, and then you're so good about like bringing it back. So thanks for doing that.
I gotta tell you, I don't often get nervous because, we're always live streaming and working with a lot of different people. I'm a little nervous with you, JP. Your show is like so polished, so good. And the people in the chat that are joining us, man, I'm really happy to be here.
JP, thank you so much. I am so excited to be here. I am beside myself. I've been bouncing up and down as all the intros were going, and I was still hearing the music that you were playing in the intro in my mind. And yeah, I'm a little bit jacked up, but let's see if I can bring myself down to earth so we can have a really productive conversation today.
Everything seems like it's all intentional, chosen well. Your production, the way you put it together, I believe you can really coach people into doing it. And I trust that you'll uniquely hit each person with the knowledge that you have and allow it to custom fit them. Like a great basketball coach, you don't make Kobe Bryant, you didn't try to make him Michael Jordan, but you still coach him based on what he brings to the table, but you do your Phil Jackson. And so you kind of like a Phil Jackson of the high-tech world. And I believe that, people that know that there's somebody can get with you and get the stuff done right. I love it.
This is the show. I appreciate you being here with us.
I can't believe it. Mama, I made it. I made it on JP's high-tech show, the Content Creator University. I'm good now. I'm about to retire after this. Your personality and your persona is what creates the content. And so not just having people that just like, oh my gosh, I just create, but actually talking about the whole person, just from a university, just like if you think about from a university, right? We had to take humanities classes, which I hated. We had to take classes on socialization, history and, art and all that other stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm taking this, but it helped us fundamentally understand and have a broader perspective. And I think that's exactly what the Content Creator University does.
Really awesome to be here. Thanks for having me. This is like a super high level production and I feel slightly insecure. I feel like I need to level everything up just a little bit.
The conversation was dope. Look, it really was. I've been really excited about having this conversation because I knew I would get somewhat emotional about it and want to make sure I pushed the right buttons with some of the topics that I was talking about. And I think we were able to get that across. I was noticing in the comments that folks were resonating with the message. So look, it was what it needed to be. And I think, again, it all stems from you and the platform that you're building, allowing folks to come into the environment and share and feel welcome. So kudos to you again, just for everything that you're doing on the front end and the back end, building the Content Creator University.
Listen, you want to consume these videos, go back to his channel and watch these videos, because this content is content that would cost you thousands and thousands of dollars in digital courses or what have you. Courses that I paid for, right, are not giving the type of nuggets that I've been able to get from watching previous episodes and things of that nature of the Content Creators University. And so I would implore you to jump on board and really support Content Creators University. It's an amazing thing that JP is doing here.
study. I got so much to learn, but this was awesome to see the quality of production that actually can be had without having a TV studio or something like that, right? Like for me, I'm like, how can I get something that's high quality from this spot that I'm sitting right here, which is my office, and make it look good, sound good, and the quality be like studio quality. So I am thoroughly impressed, hands down.
I got to tell you, there are a lot of people who talk about how JP puts things together and they look so slick and polished. What I'm also really impressed by, even beyond the things that you may see, is on the outside, is the stuff that is happening behind the scenes, because the systems and the processes, all the stuff, the machinery that JP's got in place, man knows his stuff. So super impressive. And it's really a privilege to be here and be part of it.
What you have is a glimpse into the future of content. If you're watching this like on your TV right now, think about what you just saw. If you're watching this on your phone, think about all the elements. What's so different between what he has here right now with Content Creation University and on the show than what you watch on Apple, what you watch on Netflix? Nothing, right? I am amazed, number one, at your excellence. Like the ability to be able to take a simple sponsor like VPN and turn it into a real commercial. I'm sorry, that's something big. The ability to be able to build what you've built, and you're just getting started. This isn't like, like
Right.
something. It's like this is just getting started. So it's just like, between you, your team, and just the ability to be able to take these things and then be able to infuse a conversation, with high-level entrepreneurs, with different people who have ideas, thought leaders, I think, and give people something of value that they walk away with. It's hard to pull off, y'all. He makes this stuff look easy. It's not easy, but the greatest part is that's why this platform exists. So if you're not subscribed, if you're not tuned in, you're not collapsing time. One of the greatest things you could ever do is listen to people who are already doing it and done it, so that way you can collapse time and you don't have to make the same mistakes they did.
Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Content Creators University. Folks, we're here, another episode, and man, June just started, and I can tell you, folks, this month is about to be jam-packed with amazing guests like the one we have today. Well, if you're new to the platform, allow me to introduce myself and welcome you here. My name is JP Hightech. I am a branding expert, and I am also the CEO and founder of a media agency called Perfect Zone Productions. So what I do is we help you build a premium brand, and we leverage things like live video, cinematography, graphic design, web design, software development, marketing, and those type of things to allow you to really have that premium impact. Because hey, here's the deal, folks, technology is always growing, and so you want to be able to leverage that properly, and that is what this platform is all about. Content Creators University is a free teaching platform where we connect with one of the best minds in the content creation ecosystem, and every week they come here to teach you and I things that we need to understand and master if we're all about leveraging content creation to build our business or grow or understand the nuances of the way things are done now. And there's a new thing called Amazon Live, folks. We're about to talk about that in details today, break everything down, all the questions that you guys may have asked backstage. Well, we have an expert, because that's what we call him, right? He's an expert. You're about to learn more in just a little bit now. If you appreciate this type of things, well, I want to go ahead and encourage you to stick around by subscribing to this channel, folks. Go ahead and subscribe, like this video if you appreciate the conversation, and definitely turn that, bell icon so you never miss any episode whenever we go live right here. Now, folks, one thing that we do if you're new is the news. We always want to announce the news, share what's happening, and also let you guys know this platform is both listeners and sponsor supported. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this sponsor ad, and we'll be back for the news. Stay with me, family. Don't go anywhere.
This is Todd.
Hi.
This is Todd's mom.
Hi.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
Aloud, please.
No.
Supermodels on trampolines.com. Why don't girls like me? How to overcome an overbearing mother.
Okay, cut.
If you wouldn't want mom looking through your web history, why would you let hackers, ad companies, or your internet and cellular provider do the same thing?
Why does my junk burn?
They can track and record everything you do online, but not if you have ExpressVPN.
Why did you buy a $200 ninja outfit?
For fighting.
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. Protect all of your devices with just one click.
Are my hands small?
Okay, I'm done. You guys are all terrible people.
ExpressVPN. Take back your privacy today.
All right, that was ExpressVPN, family. And like I said, we have them as sponsors on this platform. So if you're looking to get yourself 3 months free of ExpressVPN, go ahead and visit the link, which is expressvpn.com/JP High Tech, right? Go ahead and go there, get yourself 3 months free by subscribing there. If you didn't know, a VPN is a virtual private network, especially if you're spending a lot of time online. And we have been doing that since COVID hit. More people are spending more time at home. You want to protect your investment, right? And make sure that you are secured. You're not, opening yourself to some, leaks or anything like that. So go ahead and check it out. Best decision I have ever made by signing up with them and having them, protect my investment. So let's go ahead and see what else we have in the news. Of course, we have our show, the application, right? You can download right now. If you have a phone, you have an iPhone, go ahead, go to the App Store and download the app called JP High Tech TV, 100% free. This will allow you to connect directly with me and also get notifications, watch all the latest episodes and more, right? Things that are not available on YouTube, you will get it right there. Again, the application is JP High Tech TV, free on your Apple App Store. And talking about application is also available on your TV, right? On your Roku TV application and your Fire TV, same name, JP High Tech TV. Go ahead and download it. And talking about that, I want to thank all the folks that are welcoming us every single week in their homes, right? Shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in every single week. We appreciate you guys. And go ahead and get that again, free application for you guys to get. Now, talking about this show, for the folks that didn't know, we are also syndicated and available across all the major platforms for your audio podcasts, right? I'm talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Google, podcasts, you name it, we are right there. For more information, go to the website contentcreatorsuniversity.com or to your favorite platform, right? And if you appreciate it, one thing I want to ask you, go ahead and leave us a review. I want to hear back from you. Leave us a review. Tell us, how is this show impacting you? Has anything that was discussed, has anything helped you? We want to know. That allows us to keep this conversation going and always provide value to you guys. Now, I was talking about being live simultaneously on multiple platforms, including my Roku TV application. And I do have some folks that are always asking, JP, how are you doing it? Well, the way I'm doing it is a solution called RTN Streams, folks. And this is it right here. If you're watching the show, if you're listening to it, well, the website to get this is called rtnstreams.com. rtnstreams.com. If you know how to upload a video to YouTube, you know how to use this solution. And this allows me to simultaneously broadcast my live show on TV. And if you understand the value of being present on TV, you know that this is invaluable, folks, especially for the small business owners, which I am as well, right? And finally, for the folks that are like, yo, JP, I just want to connect with you. Well, I'm going to make it simple for you guys, right? Just go to my website, all right? It is jphightech.com. If you're listening to it, it's jphightech.com. Go to my website. It's easy. Hit booking. Go ahead and put a time on my calendar. Let's see how me and my team can help you build that premium, platform. And if you're just looking for a way to look the way I look right here, right? You want to have a premium presentation to your live videos. You're trying to figure out, you don't know the best way to put things together. That's what we do. We help individuals and small businesses have a premium presentation online, leveraging live video as well. So go ahead and let's connect, family. That is what we do. Now, I'm about to bring my guest onto the stage. Before I do that, I want you to know, folks, this is about to be good because we're talking Amazon live streams and how you can really, really make money being a full-time influencer on Amazon. And we're about to talk about certain things like how exactly do you become an influencer? What are the requirements, right? And how much money can you make? How is that determined, calculated? All those things, all those questions that you have, folks, I want to tell you that's what we're about to talk about today. And now, if you're wondering, I am also on Amazon. You can go ahead and find me on Amazon, folks. Just look for JP High Tech on Amazon. You can find me right there, and let's connect. Now, let me go ahead and bring my guest onto the stage right after this. Stay with me, folks.
Miss Luck, I'm so happy. I look so good, y'all. I'm crispy. All right, I'm crispy. I'm done. Listen, y'all. Oh my goodness. Life is a little dull sometimes, right? You can see my colors right now. My colors is a little dull. And sometimes you gotta bring a little bit more life to what you do. Look at me. My boy JP set me up with an amazing LUT. The process was incredible. Before he even sent it my way, he told me how my lighting should be. We got on a Zoom call. We went through all of the settings on the camera, made sure I'm white balanced properly, made sure my lighting was right. Even the foreground and background lighting, he made sure everything was crispy. He let me know what popped with my skin. He made me feel real good. Okay, he made me feel real good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He made me feel real good. And man, you guys can see going from 0, all right, to hero. Okay, like let me just dial it in just enough. He even gave me the number to dial it in on. Now, some of you may be asking, what in the heck is a LUT? Now, a LUT is all about getting that custom dial-in color grading that you need just for your custom look. It was important to me as I'm growing my YouTube channel, as I'm growing as a broadcaster, as I'm growing as a content creator. I wanted to make sure that all of my coloring was right and tuned in each and every single time I turn on the camera. Every single time I look into the camera and I'm doing a video, I want to make sure I look good. And if you are a content creator, you're going to want to have your own custom look. You don't want to just download one from the internet and you just put it in there and it looks kind of cool. You want to make sure you have something that's custom from you that no one else has. And my boy JP is the one who can make it happen for you. I'm so happy with my product. It's just incredible. Get it today. I'm overjoyed. It's just an amazing quality product, and I appreciate JP so much, man. You just don't know how amazing you are and how great this product is and this LUT. I'm so happy. I look so good, y'all. I'm crispy. All right, I'm crispy. I'm done. Yeah, just get with JP now. Just get with him now.
That's my boy, Jay Dunn. Shout out to Jay Dunn for that. I'm excited. He loves the product. If you're looking for your own custom LUT, folks, just go to jphightech.com/custom LUT and go ahead and get yourself that. Elevate your live stream. I use them every single time I'm on video. Let me go ahead and bring the guest. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the Content
What's going on,
University.
JP? I need a custom LUT. Can I order a
it.
custom LUT like right now? Maybe can we order it on Amazon and I can get it on as a Prime member? Does that work?
Hey, man, you got to go on my own Amazon platform, which is JV.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you can get paid. That's what
you
we're
already
talking
know.
about. Okay.
Yo, man, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I know you're
man.
a busy man. You just came back from Orlando, speaking engagement. And we're talking exactly the things that you were talking about, right? And that has to do with Amazon live streams and making money on Amazon, leveraging that to grow your business and things like that. Before we get into all the nitty and gritty, let's take a minute, right? I know some folks that do not know you are wondering who you are. Take a minute, introduce yourself so we can learn more about who you are, please.
Yes, sir. I'm Chris Stone. I'm a cast ahead at castahead.net, and I work with driven entrepreneurs. Sometimes people like JP High Tech, who actually he already has a show. I work with driven entrepreneurs who don't have a show and they don't want to know how to make a show. They just want one. That's what I do. So they can just step out of their trailer, come to their microphone, to their camera, and we make the show for them. And I also co-host a show on Amazon with my good buddy, Jim Fuse, and it's called Dealcasters. And we started this, JP, probably just under 2 years ago, going live on Amazon and sort of peeling apart what the Amazon influencer program was. And we never expected it to be as massive as it has been, not just in terms of influence and impact, but also financially, which I understand that we're going to get into, which I'm happy to discuss. I have my bank account open right now. I'm going to go ahead and hit share so everybody. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm happy to do that. And honestly, Jim and I started this Dealcasters thing on Amazon because we wanted to maximize our collective businesses. We're remote producers, podcast producers, and we didn't do it to make money. We didn't do it to start an entire day at VidFest and PodFest in Orlando like we just did a couple weekends ago. That was not on the radar. But we're not in control, as you know. And we found out throughout the course of these 2 years what pathway we ended up on. And so I'm excited to share, like we did a couple weekends ago in Orlando with 19 other influencers from the platform on how to maximize your content entrepreneur journey on Amazon.
Wow, man, fantastic. And yeah, I wasn't there, but, from everything we've gotten from the images, the short clips, from all the amazing speakers and all that, we know it was jam-packed with a lot of value, which is phenomenal. And I'm excited that, we were able to book this time for you to come right after that, all right, for you to, give us some of that extra juice that you got over there as well. So excited about that. Before I ask you the first question, we go ahead and give a shout out to the folks in the comments section that are joining us live. Hey, what's going on, Janae? Janae, thanks for being here. I see James Hicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. James Hicks, how's it going? I have Kevin Cox. Thanks for being here with us. And look at that. Dr. Ephraim Lopez. Dr. Elo is here.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you. And look at that. We have my man himself, Monty Weaver. Yeah, hashtag Amazon Live Streamers represent. Absolutely. Monty, we appreciate your presence in the comment. And look at that. My man, Steve Worthy, which was also in Orlando, is in the comment section, right? Same mind, great minds, man. Reunion tonight, which is phenomenal. And look at that. My man, Fusion Marketing is in the comment, and I know who that is. That's your second dude right there. I think I know that dude, man. So thanks for being here and tuning in. And look at that. I have my man Shopping with Cheryl. Hey, he's asking where's the cocktail waitress at? Hey, go figure, man. I'm looking for mine right now because I'm thirsty. I'm excited about the conversation coming. Look at that. Look at that. I got Chris is invited. Hey, hold on a second, man. I have to grab mine first. Pretty cool, man. I have Alec. Alec, amazing dude as well. Thanks, Alex, for joining us. And look, my man Travis Lachner also joining us, man. We appreciate you. Amazing folks. Nicholas Dembski is here. We got a whole bunch of folks. Look at that. I got First Lady Cree. I have Chianti Lomask. What's going on, Chianti? Thanks for being here. And look at that. I got my man Oliver Marcel. What's good, brother? What's good? Thanks for being in the comment, guys. If you have any question for our guest, go ahead and put it in the comment section right there. We'll be able to ask him live. Power Couples Rock is also here with us. Thanks for joining us, family. And last but not least, Tanya is here. Tanya Smith. We appreciate you joining us on the show. So, as you can see, we try to give a shout out because we appreciate it. This is a community that we have here, and we always want to support each other. So now here's the deal. Before I ask you the first question, we want to understand a little bit of your background, right? How did you end up here? Because I heard, right, you used to be in Nashville. You worked with Sony, and here you are today. You have your own company helping other people do what you're doing and achieve amazing things by leveraging live video and different things that be on Amazon and all those stuff. Share with us a little bit. How did you end up here? What's your background?
Yeah, so music has always been in my blood. My father was a trumpet player. He played in big bands and went on tours, and there was always music in my home. And it didn't take me long to figure out that I wanted to play music myself. And I had an affinity for the bass guitar, as you can see up on my wall. I have a bunch of them, and other instruments as well. And so I ended up playing in bands and really developed a love for creating music, creating content, creating art. And lo and behold, my job in a lot of these bands was the business. And I loved doing it. And not only did I like write the music and do all of that stuff, but I loved doing the business, and I got pretty good at it, booking the gigs, calling college radio stations and doing interviews. Back when podcasts didn't exist, we were doing live interviews at college radio stations and things like that, to where I eventually got so good at doing this sort of music business thing that I decided to move to Nashville and study that at Belmont, where it was one of the few universities at the time that had a music business degree. And so I, right out of college, right after I graduated, I started with Sony, and I worked with Sony and moved up in that organization, moved to Atlanta, cut my hair, left behind my dreams of being a rock star and all of that stuff. And, worked for Sony for 27 years. And, transitioned into the mobile space, transitioned into the digital space, was the sort of the conduit between Sony and Spotify. And, of course, the music business went through a lot over the course of many years, but Sony wanted me to move to New York. And it wasn't something that, I really wanted to do for my family. My kids at the time didn't care if I worked for Sony or if I worked for a paperclip company. They just wanted me to be dad. And so that just was not, that just wasn't, it took me years to figure that out. You try to achieve and climb the corporate ladder. And then you just realize, what's it all for? It's not for them. They just want me to be here. They just want me to be present. They want me to be a dad. They want me to be a husband. And that's what I chose to do. And so I left Sony. And before I did, I started this company primarily based on podcasting. And podcasting has done its fair share of moving like this over the past couple of years. And so here we are. I decided to go into video and do this full time as a content creator.
Wow. What an amazing journey. And for the folks that do not know, he left a state that I am in right now, Tennessee. I am personally in Tennessee, so I know, man. I know all the fun you get in Nashville and all that. But I relate as a father of 3 myself. I relate 100%. Family and your children, especially when they're little, they can't tell the difference. They just know you're either present or absent.
That's right.
And I'd rather be present. So, yeah, I'm very, very big on that. And like, Tanya Smith is saying, she says, that's beautiful, Chris. Family first. Absolutely. Family first all day. So I heard you say, and then you went into podcasting. And as of right now, you are on Amazon. You shared in the beginning, the intro, how your Amazon presence grew. First thing first, let's start for the folks that do not even understand, because there is something called influencer, right? That Amazon calls people that you're a quote unquote influencer. What does that mean when Amazon says that you're an influencer exactly?
Yeah, I'm glad you're going there, because I think a lot of times people have this, they take this word influencer and immediately they think Kardashians, right? They think, Kevin Hart. They think like immediately it's like a celebrity, right? That is talking about something. And, years ago, Amazon, I want to say maybe almost 4 years ago, Amazon had it was a live streaming platform. It was built. And what they did is they paid a lot of money, to some really huge influencers, some celebrities. And they decided, well, we're going to have them go live and talk about products on Amazon and promote them. Massive failure. And they couldn't figure out why. They spent all this money, and these people are really popular. How come we're not seeing all this? And so they went back and did some research. Of course, Amazon kind of knows a little bit about paying for research, right? And so they came back with, why don't we hire our own people that kind of look like they know what they're doing, and they have sort of a following, but not a that massive a following, and they just look like you and me. They just look like normal people talking about products that are on Amazon. huge success. They started doing it on Prime Day. They started doing it on Black Friday, all of the big shopping things. And it became a thing where they were like, this is really working. If you have a really good live show, you can actually create content on this platform that draws people in. And, they can watch somebody demonstrate something, and then it ends up leading to a shopping cart, and this is working. So that's when they opened it up for other people, influencers. And these influencers don't need to have, I don't know who said it a while ago that, hey, if you have, 6-figure, 7-figure subscribers and followers, that you can be an influencer on Amazon.
Right.
You don't need that. In fact, you shouldn't have that. You need to be sort of identifiable. People can say, hey, this Chris Stone guy, kind of, he looks like he knows what he's talking about, but he isn't like some massive celebrity. I can identify a little bit more with them. And that's really when we just decided, once they opened it up, that Jim and I were doing this for our collective businesses. And why we started it was not to speak at VidFest, not to make money or whatever. It was really just to kind of test it out and figure it out. We do this with a lot of different stuff. We do this with gear. We do this with software. We do this with a lot of different stuff. And the more we started unraveling it and unpacking it, the more we were like, wow. And really, for Jim and I, we get a lot of flack for evangelizing for this platform, because the people and the influencers that are on the platform that do it the right way, they're like, shh, don't tell anybody. Right. And that's why we created this thing at VidFest, and we called it the creator economy's secret weapon, because people just don't realize the potential that you have while still being yourself. By staying true to your brand, you can be live selling, and you may not even know it, but you may already be live selling. Like JP, you have this wonderful show. You have this amazing show. And if you go live on Amazon and you have your camera in the carousel, you have your microphone in the carousel, you have some of your lights in the carousel, and you're having an interview with Chris Stone, you'll wake up tomorrow morning and look at your commission report and you'll be like, hey, this is a show I think I'm going to do every day.
See, that's where I'm glad you said that, because there's like a slight confusion, right? Whenever you're new to this and you're looking into it, and I wanted for us to make sure we help the folks that are watching or listening. So what you're saying is that in order for me to be live on Amazon, it doesn't have to be a traditional unboxing video.
That's correct.
Will that be correct?
In fact, there's plenty of content creators on the platform right now that are doing a home shopping network sort of QVC kind of thing. And some of them are doing it really well. And I'm sure they're making lots of incremental revenue or full-time revenue for doing that. And that's fine. That's just not what we do. That's what we decided to do is a podcast. And we do other shows where we'll do like how to set up your own podcast, or we have fun shows. We did a May the 4th Star Wars episode where we have, had brands that sent us stuff to do giveaways, and we had Star Wars themed stuff going on. And we can have fun like that. But a majority of our shows are interviews. We just had Kelly Roach, life coach, on, David Meerman Scott, Stu Heineke. They have books, and these books are available on Amazon. We have interviews with them. They have a microphone. They're speaking into a camera. They've bought things on Amazon. Like if you're watching this right now, I would say 9,999,000 or whatever out of 10 million have bought something on Amazon. And so, for you to go live on Amazon and for someone to say, oh, what is that microphone that you're using? Is it a dynamic microphone? Does it have USB and XLR? And you can answer their question. Boom, they hit their shopping cart. Boom, you're going to get 4% of that tomorrow at no cost to the consumer. You help them on their journey. And so what
Right.
Jim and I end up doing is our business is to help people launch podcasts, to grow in their podcasts. And when we get to the end of the show and somebody says, I'm starting my podcast tomorrow, I bought 2 sets of headphones because I didn't know which one I should get, and I can return the other. And thank you for getting this microphone, and thank you for answering my question about sound treatment and mic placement and all of those things. And then they start it, and that's really what gets us going about this whole thing. And yeah, you happen to make a little money, for doing it, which is great. And but truly, that's why we're doing it. And if you find something that's really good like that, we just feel compelled to share it. It's there's so many products and so many things on Amazon that whole scarcity mindset of like, don't let the other content creators in kind of thing is just so baffling to me. I'd rather have this platform get better from great content creators like the ones that were on your intro video, the ones that are here in the chat, like Steve Worthy, Rob
Right.
Balasabas, who was at VidFest and Podfest. He just checked his phone and found out that he was an Amazon influencer, didn't even know it, without even submitting for it, and is going to start doing that kind of stuff. And so it really is just something that you can, I'm happy to talk through the details on how to do it. Once you're approved and you do it, you can really just bolt it onto your existing multi-stream. So, here we're going out on all the tubes, right? If you bolt Amazon Live with RTMP, to your stream, you go live on Amazon, you run a carousel with your iPhone on the side, and while you're talking, and I brought up the Shure MV7, you can click the MV7, your live stream shows up on the MV7 product page.
Now,
and imagine that. Right,
that's
yeah.
good. I'm glad you're saying that. That's good because and again, if you're listening to the audio podcast, it will be great and helpful for you to hop on YouTube or come find a video on my YouTube channel, JP High Tech Reviews, so you can see some of the things that we're about to show. Just that will help you understand better what we're talking about, right? Because, Chris, you're mentioning certain things that might be technical to the average person that do not really understand or master the platform of Amazon, which is carousel, right? And those type of things are TMP. Some people might not understand it. I do, but we want to break it down in a way where the everyday person can actually connect and resonate with what we're talking about. So when you say carousel, what does that mean exactly for the person who do not know?
Yeah. So, and I'm glad you stopped me in my tracks. I sometimes, get a little visual, and you're doing an audio podcast, and I need to be mindful of that as well. So thank you for that.
Not a problem. Yes, sir.
So when you do go live on Amazon, you're running it from an iOS device, can be an iPhone or an iPad, and that allows you to go live on Amazon. You can use a third-party stream service like Restream, StreamYard, anything that allows what's called RTMP, which all that means is Amazon gives you a very specific, only for you URL that is a key for you that says, hey, Monty Weaver, here's your stream key for RTMP. This is what you use to plug into your service, Restream or whatever, which allows you to go live on Amazon. It's not a hard process. It's just like copy paste, and you just add it to every one of the streams that you go live. Then when you go live on Amazon, you fill your product carousel. So it's just a list of products that you want to talk about on your show. And so you can talk about one product the entire show. I don't recommend that. But let's just say arbitrarily you choose 20 products for a particular show. You have a themed show and it has 20 products. As you talk about those products, you click on that product in your list or carousel, and it's highlighted on your live stream underneath or to the left side of your screen. And when you do that, that immediately sends your stream and posts it about, I don't know, a couple of scrolls down on the product page. So as you go live, if you click on the mic and you go to that mic page, more than likely your live stream will be showing up on that product page. And that's really what drives the traffic over to your show, because imagine however many people are shopping on that particular page, and all of a sudden they see a great looking show like Content Creator University, and they're like, holy smokes, these people, they look like they know what they're doing. I want to, and they're talking into that mic. There's a pod mic in front of them, or a Rodecaster, or a whatever. And let me ask them a question. And let me maybe enjoy a show and maybe find out some other things.
And that's one of the powers. That's one of the powers of Amazon Live, as we're talking about it, because one, we just established that you do not have to be making a traditional unboxing product video to be live on Amazon, right? Second, the great thing is that you have the power. Actually, you're the person that's listing all the product that are displayed underneath your video on the side of it. So if you're watching this right now, this was one of my live stream to Amazon. And on the left-hand side, you have what he's calling carousel. And these are the products that I've listed, right, myself. And so what you're saying is, as somebody's watching this, they can just click on any of the product that you put here. And I've listed this. Why? Because these are some of the tools that I'm using for that specific live video. So a lot of times people will be looking at you or listening to you and be wondering, oh, I really like the way he sounds, or I really like the way he looks, or I really like this, or I like that. And as they can maybe asking a question live, for example, whether you responded live or in the comment section, you can just tell them, go ahead and click on the carousel button below. And if you click, like I'm doing right now, if you're watching the video, it's going to take them straight to the product. And what are they doing? They're purchasing it. Now, why is this important? Instead of me saying it, I'm going to have you say, why is it important for them to click on the link under your video? What does that do for you exactly?
What it does for you when they click off of your product page,
right? Yeah,
it drives the traffic to your live show. It brings people over. So, when we were, like I said, when we first started, we had no idea how many, things would happen. And then it wasn't long, and it was time for Prime Day. And so Jim and I went live on Prime Day. We didn't know what it was going to be like. So we said, well, it's Prime Day. There's probably going to be, a number of people that are going to be shopping on the platform. So we went fairly early, and we went in normal time, about an hour, just over an hour. And we had over 12,000 views in an hour. 12,000 views in an hour.
Hold on. I hope you guys are hearing this. 12,000 views. And this is from an everyday person like you and I, like you guys in the comment, or anybody listening or watching this. You don't have to be a superstar. And he got 12,000 views in 1 hour. What did that do for your business?
Well, it sort of changed everything for us, because we didn't really have a scope until that. I mean, okay, so we knew that we had maybe normal views would be maybe around at that point in time. I think it was maybe 1,200 or so views, and so it was almost 10 times when we went live on Prime Day. So we immediately planned out going live the next hour, and as long as we could possibly go, just to kind of see how it would go. But here's where we landed with this. You know this as much as anyone else, is that if you were to sort of buy ads on a platform, whether it was Facebook or whatever, you're going to get a lot of views on something. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to be coming in, right, or seeing what you have to see. But how many of those people are really going to stick around? How many of those people are really going to buy what you're going to get? How many people are really interested, targeted, are going to interact and stick around? Not as many, right? So for this, it's different because it's not advertising. Too many people compare Amazon to YouTube. And the biggest difference is that people go to YouTube for a different reason than why they go to Amazon. They go to YouTube to learn something for nothing. That's why they go to YouTube most of the time. And to come and see the JP High Tech show, for sure. Content Creator University. That's the second biggest reason. Soon to be the first. soon to be the first. But they go to Amazon to buy. They're there to buy something. It is the number one search engine for products. Not Google, not YouTube, Amazon. That's where they go to spend their money. So you're there. They're in the mall. That's your show. So it's not a, hey, how can I construct a video for YouTube and try to waste people's time because I want to get my watch time for my YouTube channel? It's not like that at all. You have to start, and it's all killer, no filler. And when someone wants to know something, you answer their question. And why wouldn't you want to answer their question? Why wouldn't you want to help them? It's a completely different platform for you to do that. Now, when we go and we do our show, we'll do an interview, and it may it may be a book or whatever, and we have a run of show, and so we know that we're going to repurpose content. So if there's an interview with someone and it's like 35, 40 minutes, we know that we're going to repurpose that into an audio podcast. We're going to repurpose that into video. And so we understand when, we're going to have a front end thing where there's going to be conversations about product. There's going to be, people coming in just like this show here. And then, there may be other things happening after that, but we know we've got a good chunk. So if you're a content creator and you have an audio podcast, and you have a rock solid brand like Content Creator University and JP High Tech does, you can create merch on Amazon. You create merch on Amazon for free, ladies and gentlemen. It is print on demand. They have hoodies, T-shirts, all kinds of stuff that you can create just with a logo, and your percentage that you get on Amazon is more than double than you would get on TeePublic, on Vistaprint, on Printful, and all of these other things. You put those in your product carousel. Your audio podcast, you submit your audio podcast on all the players. Well, it's on Amazon too. It's on Amazon Music. You put that in your product carousel. Jim and I do a Dealcasters podcast. We put all of that stuff in our carousel as well, and we sell shirts, we sell hoodies, we sell people go and follow our podcast and listen to our podcast, our past interviews. So it's just another way to amplify your brand, your influence, in addition to making money while you sleep. I feel like I haven't answered your question completely. And
actually, you did.
Okay.
Actually, you did, because there's so many levels to this. I want us to go ahead and take an ad break. And when we come back, now I want us to get into the nitty and gritty of, okay, how do I sign up? Where do I go to sign up? Why do I need to sign up? Actually breaking it down exactly how to do it, and so that people can learn from that. Will that be okay?
That's okay with me.
Absolutely. All right. Sounds good, folks. Stay with me. Let's get this done. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back, family. So now we're about to talk about, how do we sign up? We've been talking and we've been, breaking it down, all the amazing advantages of actually being on Amazon, because based on what you said and what we've been discussing, here's the deal. That means that if you were not on Amazon Live, well, guess what? You're already doing the podcast. You're already on YouTube. You're already going live or producing videos. There's a potential to make money that you don't have, that now you have, simply because now you're positioning your show on Amazon. And like you mentioned earlier, Chris, people go on Amazon to spend money. They go on Amazon to purchase products. And as we know, Amazon will be pushing that. And as they're searching for a specific product and you've made a video on it, or you've listed that in your carousel, like we talked about earlier, the products on the underneath or on the side of it, make it easy for people to purchase it. Even if you're not promoting that necessarily in that video, it's there and people click on it and you get paid regardless of whether you're necessarily talking about that or doing an unboxing video or not. So that is big. So I know in the comment section below, we have some folks that are asking questions. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Fusion Marketing, of course, talking about print on demand merch, which is big. You just mentioned that you can do on Amazon. And of course, we have a question here, right? I have a question for Power Couples Rock saying, all right, what's the criteria of becoming an influencer on Amazon? Well, anybody can do it, like he just said earlier. Now, Chris, where do we go to sign up?
Well, first and foremost, you have to be an Amazon associate. And I think this is a confusing thing for some people. I'm going to try to break it down as simply as I possibly can. Most people are Amazon associates because they signed up to be in their affiliate program. You just kind of said, hey, Amazon, I want to, use your affiliate link. And whenever I tell somebody in my YouTube channel, here's my products that I use, here's my, all stuff on your sites, on your blogs, you follow those rules and you become an Amazon Associates. It's real easy. Just Google Amazon Associates program. If you're not already an Amazon Associate, basically, they approve anyone. You put in your name, how you're going to be promoting it, all of that stuff. You become an Amazon associate. They even let somebody like me become an Amazon associate. It's really easy. Then when you're an Amazon associate, you go and you could Google Amazon Influencer Program. And, one of the top results is going to be your submission for the Amazon Influencer Program. See, it's so hard. Don't blink. You don't even need to take notes right now. I would be a terrible professor in the university here. But you just go and apply for the Amazon Influencer Program, and you just sign in with your Amazon account. You're already an associate. You sign in with your Amazon account, and then it will give you a choice of 4 platforms, and you choose one of those 4 platforms. So here's where most people, either hit a speed bump or, this is where a lot of the questions come, which I'm happy to answer. The 4 platforms are YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and your Facebook business page. And so in the case of Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, it takes about 5 days to 7 days for them to get back to you to tell you whether or not you've been approved. And in the case of YouTube, they'll let you know almost immediately whether or not you're approved. So obviously on YouTube, they're looking at subscribers. And so the next question we always get from everyone on all 4 platforms is, how many subscribers or how many followers do you need to have in order to be approved? The answer is, I don't know. But what I can tell you is that we know it's plus or minus 2,000. And that.
Yes, actually, to be honest with you, that is something that's true, because when I was signing up back in the day to become one, and that was at least over 5 years ago that I signed up, the requirement then was to have at least 3,000 subscribers, right? And so they're just looking for some sort of presence, right? And like you just mentioned, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever platform you have,
TikTok.
Where do you have some sort of following per se, right? Not 5, 10,000, but something. That's what they're gonna look at and say, oh, at least you have something to present, and then you get approved as a partner, like you said. And I want to reiterate that so that we can understand, when you're part of Amazon, that's where you can have your affiliate links. So you're pretty much signing up to become an affiliate, of Amazon, and then you can have those links that you put under your videos and different stuff where people purchase it and you get a commission. And as one of the perks of being an Amazon partner or affiliate is being able to register as a live streamer on Amazon. One thing that I also wanted to mention, which I'm liking where we're going with this, is how to go live actually on Amazon. I know we mentioned RTMP, which is dedicated server provided to you, code with a URL link and password that you put into whatever live streaming software you use, and that is the destination that it goes to, right? But I've learned something, which is whenever you're trying to go live, you need to downgrade that to 720p in order for that to work on Amazon Live. Am I correct?
That is correct. Right now, you have to go live on Amazon at 720p, and And this came up at VidFest as well. So there is a way to sort of backdoor that, and we won't get into the whole. It's pretty complicated details for you to be able to use Restream to where you can go 720 on Amazon and then 1080 everywhere else. There's a way to do that. We don't do that currently, and here's why. It's worth it for us to do what we're doing and be okay with 720. To be 100% honest, and sure, I have high definition going on here. I've got 1080, but some folks are on Facebook. You're only going to see 720 anyway. On Amazon, it's all 720. So you're just kind of, it's okay. And if it's a non-starter for you because 720, I'm sorry, you're missing out on a lot it is,
right?
And I just you just are. Opportunity based on your bandwidth and speed is just insane for me. I'm sure it'll get there, so I'm not really worried about it. There are some fantastic content creators like yourself, JP, like Kirk Nugent. There's just a ton of people that are 4K, super crispy video, amazing lights, and they go live on Amazon and they look great on Amazon. And nobody's, looking at it going, geez, wow, Kirk, 720, really? Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, nobody is. I mean, to the naked eye, they wouldn't even know the difference in the quality unless, again, folks, remember, unless you're using 4K TV. But guess what? You cannot watch Amazon Live on your 4K TV. You need your phone unless you cast it out, right?
Well, it is available on the Fire, the Fire TV, the Fire Sticks through the Amazon app, so you can watch.
Oh yeah,
on the
so
big
there's
screen,
that
on
way.
the big screen.
Yeah, there's that way. Maybe that will be the way where you notice a degrade in the image quality. But again,
I'm
you're
not
trying
sure
to
how
purchase a
many people
product,
are.
right?
Yeah, exactly. And this is, I think this is I don't want to go off the tangent, but I think this is another thing that we found out in our research is that Amazon live streaming and Amazon shoppable content, which we create, is still predominantly desktop. Okay, so it's not mobile. And so, in fact, it's single digits in terms of mobile versus desktop. So a lot of people are like, well, how come I can't do this vertical? And I'm like, really? Seriously, and I think it has a lot to do with people I guess they feel like they need to, most people want to shop on desktop, they want to grab their wallets, they're
Right.
sitting somewhere. They're not I've bought some stuff on the phone, but mostly what I buy isn't desktop because you're doing research, you're doing all of that kind of stuff. So it's not really that big of a deal, I think, in terms of mobile versus desktop. But I definitely wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because it's definitely something that people think about and that we want to make sure we mention in the show. So for the folks that are curious, you can definitely go to amazon.com/live, right? And when you go there, you will be able to see streamers live on Amazon, right?
Yep.
You'll be able to see people doing a live stream on Amazon. And if you're live on Amazon, you might find yourself there as well, right? Let me go ahead and pull on the screen for the folks that are watching this show. And like we were just talking about, this is somebody that's live right now on Amazon, right?
In full 720p, JP.
Yo, and also one thing I want to talk about is the star, right? Because if you go on Amazon, you see something on the video where people are clicking the star, clicking the star. What is the star? What exactly does that do?
It's like back in the days of Periscope Live, when if I'm dating myself there, that was a thing there. I guess if someone likes what they're seeing, they'll start hitting the stars. And when somebody is pushing a product in the carousel, you'll see that little bubble kind of float up, and you'll see a little piece of like a product in there. That's when someone clicks on that particular product. It doesn't do anything. It may create a click in terms of your analytics, but it doesn't necessarily like do anything when you see the stars happening. We've been live and had lots of views, and like we barely see any stars. I should say another thing too, for those that are looking at Amazon as a potential opportunity for their brand. There's other live selling platforms that are here already that are coming besides Amazon. If you look at what's happening in Asia with key opinion leaders,
True. Yep.
It's already coming. And so this is not just a thing. It's here, and the wave it hasn't even hit the shore yet. So this is happening, and the reason why we're evangelizing so hard for this platform is, I mentioned there's a platform that you can a few of the platforms that you can get approved for don't really have live video in terms of like what you're seeing right here. It may be just vertical video like Instagram or TikTok or something like that. Like it's not a live sort of broadcast experience. And so what happens is there's a lot of content creators that get approved for the platform that have never gone live. And so imagine you sitting here right now watching the show and looking at this potential opportunity for yourself. The platform has less than 3,000 content creators on it. 3,000 content creators. There's 55 million YouTube channels. There's less than 3,000 content creators, 80-20 rule. So you've got 20% that are really leaning into it. And then out of that 20%, there's a portion of them that have never gone live. They're like, what do I use? OBS? What's the best streaming? And so right now, if you are doing videos on YouTube, if you're doing videos and like talking about products, cobble this into what you're doing, bolt it into what you're doing, and you're going to already have an advantage over most every one of these influencers that are already on the platform that can't do what you can do already, and you don't need that many followers in order to do it.
And that is even a better time now that, like you're saying, very little amount of people are using this, because we don't know what the requirement might be whenever it becomes really, really popular.
Yes.
And it will become popular. So having early access is everything for us, right? Because you're already in. So who knows if later they will be requiring a certain amount of followers and all those things that we do not necessarily have right now. So definitely a way to make money. And I know one of the questions that we had before we started the show was, do Amazon influencers really get paid? And we've more than answered that question. Yes, you get paid. And for the folks that might be wondering how exactly, I just want to go ahead and mention it. Like you said, reiterate that you need to become a partner, right? An associate. With Amazon. When you do that, you have to put in your information, your banking information and all that, because Amazon is going to ask you when you create that account, how should we pay you, right? And so that's that same account that they will use whenever people purchase product, they send the money there. So in case you were wondering, that's how you do it. And so it's straightforward, right? So, man, we've got to the end of the show.
Whoa.
Wow.
Class is over already.
Yeah, man, I can't believe it. There's so much to talk about, though, with this, because, I know they require you to have the Amazon Live mobile application. You have to have the app in order to sign in, to set up your live stream. And then, you take the code, you email to yourself, and that's the code you put in to go live. There's different ways, but there are videos about that already. We wanted to tap into exactly what's this all about, why is this so important, and how can we get started today? And I believe we've answered that question. Now, before I let you go, of course, there are plenty of folks that are going to want to connect with you. So I want you to take a time again, share with us where can they find you, what's the best place to connect with you, follow you, the good stuff, where do you spend your time, so we can continue the conversation, or if they have any questions as well, right? Let us know, please.
Yeah, absolutely. If you go to chrisstone.contact, that's where you can connect with me on all the tubes. You'll be able to see all the stuff that I do in my business, my remote production business, podcast, live streaming, but also you can connect with me on whatever platform you want to connect with me on, and probably some that I don't even know about. I just saw the screenshot. I was like, do I have Pinterest up there? What was that about? But anyway, definitely would love to connect, answer any questions. And then, of course, if you want to check out the show on Amazon, just go to dealcasters.live. That's the show that Jim Fuse and I do. And one other thing that I wanted to touch on, JP, if I could, is, a number of people I'm seeing in the chat are like, oh my gosh, I was already set up, and some people are scrambling right now. And then, when we were on stage in Orlando, and we went to, kind of went through the steps, somebody signed up in 4 minutes, and so their first question was, what do I do now? And so Jim and I will always suggest to someone when they get approved as an Amazon influencer, you'll be set up with a shop page first. And JP, you had sent, if you hit that little link just below Dealcasters that says "View my storefront," and or you can go to dealcasters.shop. It brings you to that same place. But you set up your shop page, and what you do there is just make sure you create your banner like you would a YouTube channel, put your information in your shop page, and then create 3 shoppable videos. That's the first 2 things you need to do, is to do that. And I know we didn't get into shoppable videos. There's some details there. There's lots of videos on how to do that and how to set yourself up for success there. But shoppable videos are, 2-3 minute videos that you would create on one particular product yourself, that you upload and approve for Amazon. And then those shoppable videos will live on the product page. And those are also ways for you to generate some passive income for yourself as a content entrepreneur.
That's fantastic. And yeah, that's very important. Again, it's still Amazon, and that will not, if you're making other videos, it will not take you any product, and you don't have to go purchase anything new. Any product that you have in your house, it could literally be your phone, is on Amazon. So just 3 to 5 minute video talking about, your mic, your mouse, anything you have, tablet, you name it. Just create a short video, 3 different products, and just upload it there. This will take you, literally, you could take a Saturday and take 2 to 3 hours, and you're done with this. Like, you're fully set up to generate passive income, and you're good to go. And now everything future will just be following the trend, and you're building right there. So this is crucial if you want to leverage content creation to build your business. So thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate you. Again, folks, he said it. Follow him. Is chrisstone.contact. CHRISSTONE.contact. All right. It's right under his name if you're watching the video as of right now. Chris, I want you to stay backstage as I go ahead and close with the community here, and I'll be right back with you.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, family, this is it. We've gone to the end of the show. I want to appreciate you and tell you big thanks, right, for joining the live show, being active in the comment section. Highly appreciate that. And if you've learned anything, I want to encourage you, share this video with a friend, family member, because literally anybody that is creating content and like we developed before, what is creating content? If you're putting anything out there that wasn't there before, you are creating content. And so make sure you share this with people, because everybody needs to know about this opportunity that most people are sleeping on, making money with Amazon Live. Right, let's jump into it right now. And if you appreciate this type of videos, we connect here every week go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like this video as well. That helps us here with the algorithm. And turn the, little bell icon so you're always notified every single time we go live. The host name is me, JP High Tech, and I'll see you next time for another video. See you next week, folks. Be safe, like I always say. Shalom. Bye, folks.